Hey, Tej here. Today we are taking a look at technical analysis for Dow Jones Industrial Average Index with ticker DJI. Today we're just going to be looking at wave analysis with the Elliott Wave Theory, so if you don't like that or don't find it useful, then I don't think this video is for you. However, today again we're starting from the all-time lows around 1896 and getting our analysis all the way up to the current dates. So let's get going. Again, currently viewing this chart as in monthly candles and can be found on Tradingview. Now, this is the first idea I have here that I want to present to you. This is saying again, Grand Supercycle 1, 2. It is pretty clear that this is a major correction here that took place, and 89% of the value came off of the table at this point. After that, we had a nice 5-way pump into the Supercycle 1, into Supercycle 2 here, and after that point we were looking for higher prices. Again, nested 1-2-1-2 pattern, definitely a really significant area here if you could be buying here, or if your ancestors could have been buying here. Well, this is only 1940, so probably grandparents or their parents. After this point, again expecting the third wave to come to 1.618, it didn't reach that spot, and again after that point we had been just doing this sideways movement for 15 to 20 years, which is definitely not a good thing for an investor point of view. But again, there's nothing wrong with this count saying that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 3, 4 is here. But again, there's alternatives that I'm going to present that are saying that wave 3 is actually extended all the way somewhere here. But for this count, however, we are ending this super cycle here here at around 11k. Let's take a look at how much this actually extended. Just above 1.618, which is again pretty nice. Of course we don't know where this actually wave structure starts, but again the pivots are being used that we have here. The price action has actually contained within this channel really well, so there's no reason to say that we have actually completed something, at least on the longer term. But again, we can just dream of higher prices saying that something is done here. Now, saying that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is probably not good, so I'm just going to delete for now. Just by comparing these structures to these ones that we have here is just not really relevant. Now let's hide this pitchfork here and take a look at another one here, why we think 5 is actually done here. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is all within this price action or within this pitchfork. That is with the pivots from the lows here to the highs here and lows here. Price action contained within the median 1 all the way to the wave 4 area, and at that point we had some sideways movement for quite a long time, 8 years, before gathering speed upwards. Of course this pitchfork again got broken here around 96, topping out around the 2000s for the wave 3 of Grand Supercycle. Now, alternate count. Instead of saying the wave 3 of Supercycle ending here, we can say that wave 3 of Supercycle ending here. This is again just with the fact that wave 3 can be expanding and we just don't need to have it end here. But again, this is way more bullish count than the other one. This structure here is to me comparable with either this one here, which is a bit smaller, or this one here. Now this one of course is way bigger in price, but again it took so short time compared to the amount of price it actually took down. Something longer is expected for the wave 4 in time. This is actually that, but it hasn't taken a lot of price off. So short in time but sharp in price, short in time but short in price but again longer in time. So either of these pivots are pretty good looking. I still prefer the first presented count here, just because I just don't want to be too bullish, and definitely need to be seeing some kind of correction at some point. Whether it is this Grand Supercycle 5 or something else, I'm thinking overall some kind of a correction is definitely in order. Even in arithmetic scale we can just see how much this has been pumping, and currently the 5th wave. Is this the end of the 5th wave, or the like close to end of the 5th wave, or is this just the first leg of the 5th wave? It is hard to say. We can see previously it has been such events going on, comparable with the previous price history as well on arithmetic scale. So it is definitely not easy to say where we are actually capping here. Now there's a couple of different again ideas on here since the 09, if this is actually a 1-2 of cycle or grand cycle or super cycle. So I'm currently labeling this as a cycle, but again this is more bearish, this is more bullish option than having it like so. If we are placing a cycle here, we are looking this as just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the super cycle. So we would be expecting not too big of a correction, but again, yeah, not too big of in logarithmic scale, but massive of course in price. Here is the invalidation point for that idea at around 6.5k when we are currently at 33k. So yeah, it is massive, but not in the grand scheme of things on logarithmic scale. But yeah, currently to me this looks like pretty nice count as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 3rd, 4th, and currently making the 5th, or we have done the 5th. Now in even smaller time frame, let's go to daily and see what I have drawn up here onto the somewhat local local count, comparing to the rest of the history of 100 and what was it, well 150 years or something like that, or 20 years. But here I've placed this as 1, 2. This 3 is quite messy. It has to be said that this would be 1, 2 here, and somehow creating this 3, 4 and 5. After that point we can get a pretty nice 5-way structure into the 5th, into the 1st of primary. I've labeled this invalidation point as wave 4 can't get down to the wave 1 area, and at this point again we have not gotten to the wave 1, or sorry, 1-to-1 of wave 1 for the wave 3. So if we are placing wave 3 here, we would be expecting wave 5 to be smaller than the 3rd. This is really crucial because wave 3 can never be the shortest wave. So there is a maximum price basically for 5th wave if we are placing 3 here. Of course we could be saying that this structure here is downgraded to minor, and at that point this whole thing here would be just the 1, 2 of intermediary. But at that point we would be looking for targets a bit lower here for wave 2, and these would be the targets here. Instead, where we are currently at, this is something that would look like a pretty good area for us to create this wave for. Whether it is done now or not, or needing to get some more time used or some more downwards pressure. But again, this 50% area is something that at which point I would be looking into the possibility of this being just a 1, 2, even more. Let's add these here. I haven't analyzed this close bit here, and I'm not going to do that super much on this video. So if you want to see what I might be getting into this one here in maybe in the next video, let me know if that would be of interest to you. But overall, this is what I would be expecting: one more wave into the 5th, and then the 1st, and then another run. Of course, there are multiple ways to looking at markets, and this is just one of the options that I'm presenting here. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to share on Dow Jones. Let me know if there's another count that is more probable to you, or if I should be looking into something. I can also be looking at some other stocks or coin or crypto. If you would like to, let me know down in the comments again. Thanks for watching, and see you back here soon. Bye bye.